Hey there, it's Gayle with BERNINA of Naperville, and we're here for another monthly installment of our Paper Piece Extravaganza Graphic Jam. You should be really good at this by now, and you should barely need me. You know what I consider myself to be at this point is your motivator to just do this block every month. So this month we've got Cobalt Conjures. Really, it's 4 arrows. So let's go ahead and have a look at what we need to get started. Here's our fabrics that we're going to need this month. So we have our fabric 9 and fabric 10. You can see here it's the minty color with the little plants in it. And then of course we have fabric 9 from last month. And then don't forget that if you're doing the dark background, you're going to use the white accent. And if you're doing the light background like I am, you're going to be using a dark accent. Now I've pre-cut both colorways here, as you can see, and the paper piecing this month is pretty easy. I just want to direct your attention here. So we're going to have actually 1, 2, and 3 different types of papers that we're going to be assembling. So this is going to be one unit, this is another unit, and then these little triangles are another unit, and then everything gets assembled together that way. So you can see they are on, this one was on page E. We used this on another month where we made a copy, so we put these aside. So we're going to need to make 4 of these. And then these guys are on 2 different pages because one is going to be using color number 10. The other pages use color number 9, and it creates these little arrow designs. So you're going to want to make sure that you do those. But the actual piecing of this is super easy. And just like any kind of paper piecing, we're going to start with number 1 and build our colors out. So we're going to do that really quick. And then I'm going to show you the best way to put together all of the units to make the full block. So I have attached with my glue stick my color number 9 right there so that you can see it's covered up nicely. And I did that on all 4 of these skinny little units. So now you're going to make 2 with the minty color number 10 and 2 with either your dark accent or your light accent like this. So I'm just going to quickly stitch these together, and then we're going to move on to our triangle pieces. And this month I'm using my BERNINA 880 Plus and using the dual feed number 37 foot. But of course, you know, with paper piecing, we're not really thinking too much about 1/4 of an inches and things like that. We're just, you know, literally stitching right on that line. So you might want to use a jean stitch foot number 8, open toe foot, you know, whatever you've been comfortable with doing this project. I'm also using my add a 1/4 ruler and my mini rotary cutter. And I'm just going to put these aside for a moment. We're going to work on these. And I need my little BERNINA of Naperville brochure. Just like always, we take our piece so that we can see our lines right here, just like that. And I'm going to line this up. I'm going to add piece number 2 next. So I'm going to line this up here, fold my paper back, just like so, and cut. And then we're going to take our piece, line it up, and stitch right on the line. We're going to repeat for the other side after we press this over, and then we're going to make all 4 of these pieces. Now, I have shortened my stitch length as well to 1.8 millimeters. Moving on to our corner pieces, I've glued and attached our little piece. Now, this is a 4-inch square that gets cut in half on the diagonal. And so now we're going to add, now, depending if you're working with the light colorway or the dark colorway, you're going to pick your accent strips. That's either a light or a dark, but no matter, we're going to be using the color number 10 here. So that's going to go on both. So if I am working with my light colorway, so I'm going to be using the dark strip here, and we'll just put this one aside. So now I'm going to make two with my dark accent, and I'm going to make two with color number 10. So now that we have all of our paper piecing bits together, we're going to sew this to this, this to this, and then this unit to this unit. Pretty easy. We've done this already through this process. But then we have this little piece that you saw us join together. This gets put to this, and we make two of those. And then, of course, we have our color number 10 grouping, and those will get stitched together. And then we'll put our somewhat crossed together. So I'm just going to magically take these over to the machine right now and do the stitching, and you'll see how cute this looks. This is what we did. We added those little pieces right there on the end, and then together, when we sew this together, it's going to look like little arrows. Now, keep in mind that you're only going to sew this piece to this piece to this piece with your accent color, and then you're going to leave these separated so that when we look at our piece here, you can see how it's horizontal. So our quilt is going to be created going in this direction. So we want our accent pieces to be sewn together, but color number 10, we're going to leave those squares separate, just like we did for the other months. Now, another thing I wanted to show you is if you're finding that your little pieces that you're pressing open here are being a little bit stubborn, you can press that with the iron, and then right on your warm ironing board, you put this clapper down and just leave it there for a few minutes, and it will make your pieces nice and flat. What do you think? Do you think you have what it takes to make this month's block? I think you do. You certainly have it all there in all of your kit and everything, but you know, so here's what I was talking about with sewing together those dark accent bits. So these are going to go together, and then you leave these left out. Now, of course, if you're doing the dark colorway, these little dark arrows are going to be the light fabric. You should know this by now, but hey, that's it for Cobalt Conjures. I wonder what we're going to do next. It's turquoise tessellations. Now, here's the deal. For the turquoise tessellations, we are going to do this, of course. I'm going to tell you all the supplies that you're going to need and everything. But next month, we're going to start on some of our layout and some of the other blocks that go with this, so that when we put this together row by row, we'll have everything by month 12. All right. You got a lot of paper piecing to do, so you better get started. But in the meantime, if you want to see more tutorials like this one, or you want to see some of our Bernina love stories, or just know when we're going to have special sales and things like that, don't forget to check out our Bernina of Naperville YouTube channel. It's easy. It's youtube.com/Bernina of Naperville, and there you can like, comment, and subscribe. But until then, paper piece, make a mess, roll up your sleeves, and do it. See you next time. Bye-bye.